Hello and welcome back to our Save a Seat series here on Patreon. As always, I'm your intrepid host, Chloe, and this week we are continuing our Issue 10 Influence Contributor Chat series. So we are on our 10th issue of more. We're so excited to have been publishing biannually for 5 years now and to have run this podcast for 3. So if you are joining us on this Patreon, thank you so much. That means that you are supporting us to make opportunities reachable for everyone and supporting our internship program. So just want to say thank you for that. But we are continuing our contributor chat series today with Devon and Cara from the Indiana Repertory Theatre. If you didn't listen to our Spotify episode, make sure you go do that. We touched on a lot of great topics, but we are digging deeper with them today about the influence of theater and how it can change people's lives. So Devon and Cara, thank you so much for joining me again.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
We're so happy to have you. As we talked about in the first episode, theater is definitely something that is near and dear to my heart, and your guys' mission of making it accessible for everybody is also so important. So thank you guys for talking to me about all of this. And for those of you that may not have picked up your copy of issue 10, you will see a piece about the Indiana Repertory Theatre put together by yours truly, featuring quotes and factoids from these two lovely humans, as well as a couple other people at the Indiana Repertory Theatre that lended their expertise. But I'm going to dig a little deeper with you guys about this topic that we're on, the influence of theater. Obviously, it has led to us having this chat today. It has influenced us to pursue theater in our lives. But for people that may not have a connection to theater like we do, how would you say that theater plays a role in our everyday lives?
I feel like theater is the art form that asks people to look at themselves and to look at their lives and their community. It's a mirror. It's the art form that you are literally there breathing and in the same air as the people who are crafting that thing. And theater is ephemeral. It only exists in that moment. And I think something that's so amazing about theater is that for that night, for that performance, there is a community created for that show, because that group of people will never come together ever again. And you are all experiencing this thing together as like a communal moment of like empathy, laughter, humanity. And I think that theater allows us reflection. Theater allows us to have a mirror to cry or laugh with ourselves as people.
So true. I mean, I look at theater and storytelling as synonymous, right? And storytelling is one of the oldest art forms in the world. It allows us to step into someone else's experience for just a couple of hours. We laugh with them, we cry with them, we see things from a different angle, which is phenomenal. And whether we realize it or not, to Kara's point, storytelling shapes how we navigate life. And it's how we learn about each other and how we process these big ideas. And that's a vehicle for imagining what's possible, right? And it is a mirror. It truly is a mirror. If theater is done right, it's a mirror, I should say.
Yeah, done thoughtfully, right?
Yeah.
So I did not pose this question to you guys beforehand, but I would love to just get your thoughts. And this is a bit of a tangent, but when it comes to theater, I feel that some of the criticism, and this can be valid in a way, especially when you think about like theater at a Broadway level, is that it can be pretty inaccessible. It's pretty elitist, very expensive. If you want to see a Broadway show, there's only one place to go to do it. So there's an argument that these movie musicals that they're doing, or the pro shots like they've done for Hamilton, Come From Away, Waitress, that those almost give you a way to access it that you wouldn't otherwise, right? How do you feel that kind of serves the world of theater while taking away that live element?
I think that I know someone might be against like pro shots or capturing theater, but I think that what is really amazing about it is it gives that access to people who can't fly to New York and see the show while it's happening there. And I think what it also does is open up people's opportunity to then maybe see their local show. Like, oh, I watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. Maybe I'll go and see the local musical. And I think that builds community. And so I try to see things like pro shots and uh, those kind of, or even online when they have YouTube, they call them like slime tutorials, but it's like,
Tutorial.
but it's the bootleg of like Wicked specifically with, this person's favorite Elphaba. And I think that what it does is it actually helps create like an online community, a community of people that can chat, and hopefully encourages folks to not just dream of going to Broadway, but to going to their community theater, to come to their regional theater, and hopefully be surprised and still awed at what they see.
Yeah. Oh
Well
my
said.
goodness. It's like live theater and what happens on Broadway. That's the blockbuster experience, right? And pro shots are how folks get the opportunity to wait until it gets on Blu-ray or DVD, right? They can
Right.
stream it at home. So I love the levels of accessibility that provides. Many people who would not step foot into a Broadway theater, many people who would not step foot into their local regional theater, they'll stream it. They'll hear about it and stream it, right? So it's like that's one bridge that they can cross to jump over and to witness and experience live theater. But I just love the accessible component of it and how anybody has access to it. Of course, there's that financial barrier because there's a paywall behind most streaming services, but that's just one step away from them coming to the actual theater, which is beautiful.
Yeah.